Shalom, welcome back to BreslovCampus, Insights in the Parsha of the Week, Parshat Ki Tavo, which is a big Parsha, heavy, it has many of the curses there, right? It's a bit weakening when you hear the curses, but behind the curses are hidden blessings. But also in the beginning of the Parsha, there's a lot of positive stuff mentioned. The pasuk mentioned in this Parsha that we're going to talk about is Hashem praising the Jewish people when they're living upright and living according to the Torah. It says like this: V'ra'u chol amei haaretz ki shem Hashem nikra alecha v'yareu mimeka. And they will see, all the nations of the land, that the name of God is called upon you, and they will fear you. So the Gemara explains like this: What is it referring to when it says that the name of God is called upon you? What is it? What are they seeing? It says, and they will see. What are they seeing? So the Gemara explains this is referring to the Tefillin on the head. But the wording of the Gemara is Tefillin shebarosh. We call Tefillin on the head, but the literal translation is a Tefillin in the head. Tefillin shebarosh. Be, in the head, but it's referring to tefillin on the head. So logically, that when the nations see the tefillin, they will see that this is the Jewish pride, the Jewish identity, that the Jews are living in accordance with the proper conduct, and they will fear the Jews. V'yareu mimeka, they will fear you. So there's an amazing story brought down regarding Reb Zusha v'Anapoli. Because the question is, the Gemara is very interesting, that if I put on tefillin on my head, that the nations will see me and fear me. But we see many Jews putting on tefillin, and the Gentiles are not afraid of the Jews. Just opposite. They put them down. There's that famous Holocaust picture of a certain rabbi davening, and Nazi soldiers are surrounding him while he's davening with his talit and his tefillin. And they purposely cut the boxes they separated the four compartments of the head tefillin to make him look like horns, to put him down. And that man was so strong that he was still davening while being mocked and laughed at. They even took a picture of him. And by the way, that rabbi survived in the end. He wasn't killed. That was an amazing thing. But his perseverance and his determination to keep on being identified as a Jew with the tefillin on, even at the risk of being killed, being put to death, to die in Kiddush Hashem. So, but the question is still, many Jews put on tefillin. We don't see the nations are afraid of us because of our tefillin. So there is a story told about Reb Zusha v'Anapoli, that once he was being escorted by his disciples. He had to, for some reason, leave the synagogue where he was davening the morning prayer for his talit and tefillin, and he had to walk through a marketplace where there were also Gentiles there. So as soon as Reb Zusha went through the marketplace of his disciples, and he's still wearing his talit and tefillin, the nations, the Gentiles there in the marketplace, they saw Reb Zusha of the tefillin, they got so scared, they all ran into their stores and closed the doors. So the students said to Reb Zusha, what happened here? He said, they saw my tefillin. That's how the rabbis explained the verse from this week's parsha, that all the nations will see the name of God called upon you, and they will fear you. So the student said, but we also wear tefillin from time to time, going through the marketplace and seeing Gentiles, and they're not afraid of us. So Reb Zusha answered them. He said very nicely, he says, the Gemara says clearly, and that the tefillin referred to are the tefillin in the head, not the tefillin on the head, the tefillin in the head, meaning what? It's not enough that you're putting on the tefillin, but that the tefillin become a part of you. That the mochin, the intellect of the tefillin is in your head. It's inside of you. This is the idea. We put on tefillin every day. Our goal of putting on tefillin is like an energizer. When you put on tefillin, it's not just putting on leather straps and putting on some boxes and just saying some words and that's it, going to work and drink a cup of coffee and that's it. The goal of putting tefillin, a Jew putting on tefillin every day, we have to remember this. It's something very important. I'm saying this even for myself. The idea of putting on tefillin every day is that you are re-energizing. These are like energizer boxes, like a battery supply. You're putting on the tefillin, giving you life, giving you energy, giving you the way to think as a Jew. What's written in these tefillin should become a part of me, should be internalized. What's written in Shema, V'haya, Kadesh li kor bechor, V'yakiv yacha, I should keep this in my head. It should become a part of me every day. That's why it's a mitzvah every day to put on tefillin. It's not enough once a week or once a month or once a year. Every day, except for obviously Shabbat and Chagim and Yom Tov, right? But every day we put on tefillin in order to become a part of the tefillin. That's why I'm putting it on. And people who don't have the merit, or they don't put on tefillin at all, or it's like a burden. Okay, I'll just put on the tefillin and get on with it already because I have to get on with my life and my day. But it's just the opposite. That this is what's going to give you the energy for your day, is putting on the tefillin. It's going to give you enhancement. This is why tefillin is so special, so important. And the message again, it should become internalized. Tefillin sheberosh. And Reb Zusha said this is when the goyim see a Jew who has internalized the concept of the tefillin, it's inside of his self, his essence. So then, Bezat Hashem, they will respect him, they will have a fear of him. And this really is that we will light to the nations. They will have not a fear of like, oh my God, they're going to kill us, but a fear of trepidation and respect. The Jewish people will be in their proper place, Bezat Hashem.